Alright, what's going on there, everybody? We're out here today doing a little preseason scouting, doing a little preseason work out here. Pretty hot day today. We're gonna try to get at least maybe 2 stands hung, get a stand moved, check some cameras, trim some limbs, do that kind of stuff. But I'm Brad Atkinson, and over here got my man Todd Stanley right here, aka the VA Rabbit Dog. And we are Team Lone Oak, and we're gonna be bringing you guys try to bring you guys right much footage this year of deer hunts, rabbit hunts, turkey hunts. The rabbit hunts especially is something that we definitely specialize in. And Todd's got the pack of dogs. He's got Lone Oak Kennels is the name of his kennels, and definitely be bringing y'all some of that this year. But anything you want to add, Todd? Anything you want to say?
I'm just looking forward to the season, man. Getting prepped here. You get out of it what you put in it. So we're trying to get out here as much as we can to get prepped. So that's it.
Yeah, and you get out what you put in it. Today we're gonna put some sweat into it because it's shit. What is it, about 95 degrees, and it's a hot day. It's a few clouds in the sky, but not enough to bring you any shade out here. So we're gonna spend most of this time in the woods instead of out in the open, and go out there, get it done. We'll check in with you, let you know what's going on. Hopefully we'll have some deer on these cameras. We're gonna check. We got 4 trail cams in here. We got at least 1 stand we're going to move, 2 we're going to hang. So y'all stay tuned. We'll check in with you. All right, we're here at our first spot of the day. Got a few tracks in here in one of the mineral sites we put out. We put out the deer cane at most of our spots. Most of our spots are far back in the woods, so we'd like to get the lightest, easiest to transport thing we can. That's a nice track. It's a real nice track right here. Yeah, this is Todd's camera. He got a cutty back on the tree here. What you got there, T? What's that camera telling us, bruh?
Yeah, I got 240 on.
All right, awesome. It's been, when did we put these things out? Like July 4th weekend or the weekend after?
Yeah.
So they've been out for probably, I don't know, about 6 weeks or so. But we've had some real heavy rains the past couple weeks, and this spot here,
Flooded, man.
it just floods. There's a pond across the street, and there's a creek that comes out of the pond and flows through here. And anytime we have heavy rain, this bottom, it just washes out. I mean, I don't know if you can really see, but there's a ton of mud in here. There's a lot of tracks, some nice tracks in here. Plenty of deer. It's a real nice set of tracks here, seriously.
Got a suburban spot here.
Yeah, this is our little just outside the city limits hunting hole here. Todd took a nice 7-pointer out of here last year, and I saw a couple big bucks out of the same sit. Actually, it might have been a week before he killed that buck, but still the same time frame. And saw a lot of deer in here last year. This bottom right here had a lot of activity. So hopefully they stick around. Hopefully they keep on coming through here.
But damn, there's a lot of tracks in here. All the flooding. Got, was it Lauren coming in this weekend?
Yeah, Hurricane.
Too much for us.
Hurricane Laura. I think she'll be bringing us some rain this weekend, according to the experts. Shake that thing up, Stanley. Look at the technique here on this shake up, man. You gotta perfect it.
Juice them up. Give them some steroids.
Yeah. Putting that liquid gold out there on the ground for them. Yeah, a little bit more. Don't use all that thing now.
You'll be good.
All right, we're in here looking for a spot to hang a stand. I think we just found it. Spot I hunted right much last year. Every time I was in here, it seemed like the deer would come up this creek here in front of me and come down, or either come out of this section of cutover where a lot of these does were bedding, and they'd cut through here. So we're gonna pick this pine tree right here. Good old Virginia pine. I think that's gonna be the ticket. The big buck I saw last year came out of this section right here and came through. So I think I wanted to get 2 stands in here just because from where my original stand is, I just can't cover this area that well. So I think this spot here is the winner. We're gonna hang her up. All right, so it's the first stand of the day, up and hung. We're down here tight on this bedding area over here. These deer basically got bedding area in front of the stand to the left and to the right. And they got this creek bottom they travel up and down and across. There's more bedding over here across the side of this finger here. So I'm pretty excited about it. I've been wanting to get a stand in here for about a year now, so finally got it done. We picked the hottest day to do it, but we got it done. So now we're gonna move another one over here, get it closer to this other bedding on the other side of this finger. We ought to have this creek bottom covered pretty well. We still got another stand about 150, 200 yards in front of us here too that covers this bottom. So ain't many ways they can get by us in here without us getting a scope on them. So what's that? Yeah. This property that we're hunting on, they have an earn a buck requirement in Hanover County. So you can kill a buck, but after your first buck, you have to kill a doe before you can kill your second buck. There's a ton of tracks. I don't think killing a doe is gonna be a problem over here. So
Yard deer, man, yard deer.
yeah. Where we are, we got a highly populated area about a quarter mile of the road here, and we got some subdivisions all around us. So these are suburban deer. They're used to people, they're used to noise. It just, things don't scare them as bad around here, which is, you know, it's good for us, but they're still hard to hunt, don't get me wrong, but you can get away with a little bit more around these deer. So there's a ton of them in here. These tracks, I don't know if you can see them.
Got a pinch point right here. Got the dammed up right here from all the flood waters, and here you go. Look, you can see them right coming around it right here.
Got a nice path right here.
Pinch point each time.
And man, it's just a ton of tracks in here, ton of tracks. So I don't know if you can really see that, but that's just all deer tracks where they beating this thing down, crossing this creek. Go across right here. I don't know if you can see that over there, but the water's really deep. So what they're doing is they're coming.
Flood actually helped us out. It took all
Yeah.
the leaves out of here. You can see the tracks really
Yep.
good.
This thing is real deep water here, so these deer are just coming around it. Got bedding area over here where Todd's going. You got bedding area over here where I just hung that stand. And to get from one side of it to the other, they have to come around this. I mean, it's really like a makeshift dam that the flood has created. And that leads to stuff like this. I mean, this looks like a lot of fresh activity here. So ton of tracks in here, ton of tracks. But Todd's over here hollering at me, talking about my deer cane hole. He said they've been tearing this thing up, so let's go see what's going on over here. Oh wow.
Working it over.
That's what I like to see. There's a lot of activity there. What do you think of that, T?
It's good, man.
Yeah, man.
Good. We're definitely pulling them in. You can tell that.
The old Exodus trail cam. We'll check this real quick, and then we're gonna move the stand. I got to stand right up 30 yards from this camera. Found us a turtle. You gonna say hi to everybody? No. He's being pretty shy. He's got half his little head poking out. Alright, we'll leave you alone. Here's the stand I want to take out, or move. Take the stand out of that tree. That tree's dead. Probably can't really tell from this angle. The canopy's covering the top of it, but that tree's dead, and I don't want to be in a dead tree. So, we'll move that. Probably back in here somewhere. It's got a lot of good cover up here between here and the main road. Man, it's a lot of deer sign in here. A ton.
Tell them about your infestation.
Yeah, I had an infestation of black ants in my camera. And I got them out the best I could. I think we got them all out of there, but camera was working fine. Had 430 some pictures. I'm excited about getting home and looking at them though. That's a heck of a damn salt block hole there. The deer cane, man, we always talk about this deer cane. We have good luck with that deer cane. Hadn't let us down yet. What are you thinking, T?
I don't like having my back to that water up there. If you catch a light wind and I coming behind you, the water's too tall and too deep when you come around you. Try to find a good tree.
We were talking about earlier. I want to say this tree right here.
Yeah, we're talking about that one. I kind of like this big one right here too. That big one right there.
Uh-huh.
You got a little backdrop to it, and we got those things to trim all this out
Yeah.
right here. You got a good shooting lane right through here. We could trim this tree here and see all out in front of you.
Yeah.
I think one of those, man. I kind of like this one.
Yeah, I know sometimes last year.
A little crooked, but I mean, we can make it work.
Yeah, the deer that came out of here, like I said, they would either come straight up that creek or they come out. Some of them would walk this edge.
That tree's falling, so is that
Yeah.
one. We've been in here. Yeah, let's do this one. Let's do it
You think
right
that's the
here.
one? All right, Todd. Yeah, tell the viewers about the flamingo.
So this is what we call the flamingo stand here. When I first hung this stand, we're kind of a suburban neighborhood surrounding here, and somehow the old pink flamingo came washing downstream beside this tree I picked, and when I was hanging there, I looked down the grass, and there she was. So pink flamingos will go with us as we
That's
move
right.
the stand. This is kind of our mascot for this stand.
If the stand, I mean, you can't call it the flamingo stand and not take the flamingo with you.
That's right.
So the
Coming
flamingo's coming, man. All hands on deck for this one. All right. So we move that stand. Now I gotta get the flamingo, the old trusty flamingo. She's been our good luck charm out of that stand. Old T doing his handiwork. Got this cut over, this pine cut over here behind us, and just know from years of hunting this thing that these deer like to come down this big creek right here, and like we were saying earlier, it's kind of like a natural dam is formed over here. Got that water backed up, so the deer just basically coming from there, staying on this side of the small creek, crossing right here, and going to the bedding over there. So I think the way this stand is set up, be some good shooting with the bow and black powder in here too. So, but I'm gonna put the flamingo up, put the flamingo back in her her under the stand spot here. All right, so there we go. The flamingo stand has a new home. Flamingo looks pretty comfortable in there.
Got a little higher ground, so
Yeah.
water now.
Hopefully we won't get a big enough rain here where this thing is gone when we come back. But yeah, flamingo, good luck charm. That might be the logo for the YouTube channel, man. The flamingo. Check another camera. Todd's back here putting a lock on stand up that he can pretty much do by himself. So we're gonna try to kill two birds with one stone here. Starting to run a little tight on time. Man, spider webs are out in full force. Jeez. There she is, the old trusty Exodus. Here's my hole. Ain't been much activity around this one, unfortunately. Looks like maybe some old tracks in there, but nothing like that other hole. So, I gotta stand right up this gut here. Only hunted a couple times last year, but I saw bucks out of it both times. So Definitely a spot I want to hunt a little more. I think, you know, when the bucks are on their feet moving during the rut, they travel these fingers, so they don't have to go through these thick cutovers. So that's the plan. Just cover each one of these fingers out here in this clear cut, and you know, eventually we'll cross paths with them. We did last year, had some pretty good luck. So
approximately probably 20 to 22 feet up here, I would think.
All right.
Living in the tree.
Got old T. Stanley up here putting in the hard work today. I like when we put up lock-on stands. I got to just sit back and watch a lot of the times. We're putting this stand up here because we on several occasions had deer cross where we could see them, couldn't get a shot, and they came in here to bed right, you know, in line with this tree here out in front of us in this cutover. And one nice buck in particular was using this area last year. I think you put eyes on him twice, didn't you?
Yeah, old short tine 10.
Yeah, nice wide short tine 10 pointer. So this year we'll try to put a little move on him. All right, we got one more stop to make. One more camera to check. Back here off the beaten path a little bit. Yeah, we're seeing a ton of deer tracks, a lot of deer sign in here. But it's pretty much what we're hunting is a bunch of replanted pines and a cutover. Pretty much every property we have to hunt is like this. It's not the easiest hunting in the world, but
make the best of it.
When that's all you got, that's what you gotta do. You gotta make the best of it. So this is actually probably the hottest stand on the property that we're going to, where this camera is. It's where Todd killed a 7-pointer last year out of, and had a couple cracks at some other deer. We ain't gonna really talk about much, I don't think. He gave him the old warning shot one morning. Gave him a warning shot the next afternoon. Finally, he got strike 3 on him though. So, yeah, we're going back in the bush here, bro. We're up here at the mineral site here. Got a few tracks in there. Look pretty old though. Nothing like we had in those creek bottoms where it holds all that moisture. Just seems like a deer traveling a lot more through there. My theory is you got all them subdivisions across the road. I think the deer hanging close to that, eating all them shrubs and grass and stuff at night over there at those houses. All right, everybody, well, that's gonna do it for this one today. We just wanted to give y'all a look at what we've been out doing pretty much every weekend this summer, doing something to get out in the woods, getting something to get a little prep going in. Our season starts in about a month, and we still got right much to do. So probably every Friday and every Saturday that we get a chance to get out, we're gonna try to get out and get something done. But appreciate you watching. Please like the video, subscribe. Till next time, we out.
Till next time.